Hey there, I'm Frank Mitchell. On this channel, it's all about helping you understand your car and keeping it running the way it should. Whether it's routine maintenance or solving those tricky problems, I've got you covered. If you find this useful, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to watch till the end. You might learn something that saves you time and money. All right, let's get started.
After almost 5 decades in production, the perennial Volkswagen Golf has to fight, generation after generation, against rivals or alternatives from other manufacturers. Sometimes even proposals from other brands of the same automotive group, such as the Audi A3 Sportback or the Seat Leon. Exterior dimensions. We are facing 3 compact cars, 3 cars with a length close to 4.3 meters, all of them with 5-door body. The Audi A3 Sportback has a silhouette close to that of the traditional family. It measures 4.34 meters long, 1.82 wide, and 1.45 high. The wheelbase is 2.64 meters. The Seat Leon is 4.37 meters long, 1.80 meters wide, 1.46 meters high, and a wheelbase of 2.87 meters. The Volkswagen Golf measures 4.28 m by 1.79 m by 1.46 m and 2.64 m wheelbase. Taking as a reference the variant of each of these models equipped with the common 110 horsepower 1.0 TFSI engine, the A3 weighs 1,295 kg, the Leon 1,279 and the Golf 1,264. To support these weights, these cars are fitted with a set of tires and rims and a common 205/55 R16 size. Interior dimensions and habitability. All 3 vehicles are sold as 5-seater passenger cars. The design and, therefore, the appearance and enjoyment of the different qualities is established and organized according to the hierarchy within the group with respect to these 3 brands, with the A3 being the most elitist, the Leon the most modest, and the Golf in a position that, depending on what, may be closer to the Audi or Seat. In fact, the ultra-technological appearance of the Audi A3 is very distant from the other 2 that, while it is true that the Golf has been described as the most technological ever built, the Leon is not far behind and is very close to the level of the Volkswagen. In any case, the use of higher quality and more tasteful materials in the Audi is far removed from the sobriety and even the sensations transmitted by the Volkswagen and Seat. In terms of occupant space, despite the different bodies and architecture, it is very similar. The front seats of the Golf offer more free space than either of the other 2 models. The most comfortable driving position is that of the A3, although the Leon is a bit sportier in driving, and undoubtedly the most neutral in movement is the Golf, which becomes monotonous, except in the versions oriented to a more recreational use. The rear row is correct for 2 adult occupants, 3 significantly reduces comfort. The one that has more free air for travelers of the rear bench is the Volkswagen, although the greatest free distance between knees and front backrest is offered by the Seat. Trunk. Taking as a reference the configuration with 1.0 TSI engine, the 3 cars have a trunk with a maximum of 380 liters as volume available for the trunk when the backrest of the rear seats are deployed. It should be noted that, in the case of hybrid or gasoline and gas versions, the space can be reduced by more than 100 liters, as in the case of the Leon TGI, which is 270 liters. Again, with the 1.0 engine as engine and common mechanical scheme, the space of the Audi A3 with the rear row folded back offers 1,200 liters of cargo volume, the Seat Leon is 1,301 and the Volkswagen Golf 1,237. The shapes of the cargo compartments when the rear row is in the normal position can accommodate similar size packages. In fact, it is possible to accommodate a large volume suitcase and another cabin-type suitcase or 2 medium-sized suitcases. Engines. Starting from a common architecture and technology, these cars offer the following mechanical configurations: Audi A3 Sportback versions. Gasoline 30 TFSI of 110 horsepower, Label C gasoline 35 TFSI 150 horsepower, Label C gasoline 35 TFSI MHEV of 150 horsepower ECO. Label gasoline 310 horsepower. S3 TFSI, C label diesel 30 TDI 116 horsepower, C label diesel 35 TDI 116 horsepower, C label 204 horsepower 40 TFSIe plug-in hybrid, label 045 TFSIe. 245 horsepower plug-in hybrid, label 0-seat Leon versions, gasoline 1.0 TSI 90 horsepower, C label gasoline 1.0 TSI 110 horsepower, C label. Gasoline 1.0 ETSI 110 horsepower, ECO label gasoline 1.5 TSI 130 horsepower, C label gasoline 1.5 TSI 150 horsepower, C label gasoline 1 and DOT. ANGT 5 ETSI 150 horsepower, ECO label diesel 2.0 TDI 115 horsepower, C label diesel 2.0 TDI 150 horsepower, C label benzene plus GNC 1.5 TGI MIT 130. CV, Etiquette ECO Verbrennungsmotor 1.4 E-Hybrid MIT 204 CV, Bezeichnungsserie version into Volkswagen Golf, gasoline 1.0. TSI 110 horsepower, C label gasoline 1.0 ETSI 110 horsepower, ECO label gasoline 1.5 TSI 130 horsepower, C label benzene motor 1.5 ETSI Von 130. CV, Etiquette ECO gasoline 1.5 TSI 150 horsepower, C label gasoline 1.5 ETSI 150 horsepower, ECO label benzene motor 2.0 TSI MIT 245 CV. Etiquette C benzene motor 2.0 TSI MIT 300 CV, Etiquette C benzene motor 2.0 TSI MIT 320 CV, Etiquette C diesel 2.0 TDI 115. HP, C label diesel 2.0 TDI 150 horsepower, C label benzene plus GNC 1.5 TGI MIT 130 CV, Etiquette ECO Verbrennungsmotor 1.4 ETSI. E-Hybrid MIT 204 CV, Etiquette Zero Verbrennungsmotor 1.4 ETSI GTE MIT 245 CV, Bezeichnungsserie Verbrauch und Treibstoffverbrauch. Wieso Erwarten, sind die niedrigsten Benzinverbrauch bei den PHEV-Varianten zu verzeichnen, so beim Golf E-Hybrid MIT 09L/100 km, beim A3 Sportback 40 TFSIe 1 und beim Leon E-Hybrid 1.2. En cuanto a los motores tradicionales, el Golf 1.0 TSI consume 5, 3y tanto el A3 Sportback 30 TSI como el Leon 1.5 TSI, 5, 2. Por su parte, las versions diesel tienen al Leon 2.0 TDI de 115 como el más efficient con un gasto de 4, 3L/100 km, al A3 Sportback. 30 TDI con 4, 4y al Golf 2.0 TDI con 4, 5. The fuel tanks, both for the aforementioned 3-cylinder gasoline engine of 999 cubic centimeters and for the 4-cylinder diesel of 1,968 cubic centimeters, both the Audi and the Seat have a tank capacity of 45 liters while the Golf has a capacity of 50 liters. Batteries and electric ranges. Despite the fact that they have common technology, the models in this comparison offer different data in terms of energy recharge management and its use when driving as zero-emission vehicles. Capacity and charging time. The battery of the Audi A3 Sportback plug-in hybrid set of both the 40 TFSIe and 45 TFSIe has a net capacity of 13 kilowatt-hours, the same as that of the Leon E-Hybrid and the Golf E-Hybrid and GTE. The recharge time of the electric accumulator in the A340 TFSIe and 45 TFSIe at 2.3 kilowatts is 5 hours, in the case of the Leon E-Hybrid. Also at 2.3 it is 5.8 h, while for the Golf E-Hybrid and GTE it replicates the time of the Audi i.e., 5 hours. The maximum range of each of the versions as plug-in hybrids of this comparison on the Audi A3 Sportback, Seat Leon and Volkswagen Golf is as follows: Range in electric mode Audi A3 Sportback 40 TFSIe 65 km, Audi A3 Sportback 45 TFSIe 63 km, Seat Leon 1.4e Hybrid 64 km, Volkswagen Golf 1.4e Hybrid 71 km, Volkswagen Golf 1.4 ETC GTE 64 km. Prices. As we indicated at the beginning, the hierarchy rules and the Audi A3 Sportback is positioned with a higher price than the Volkswagen Golf, being this the compact with an intermediate cost among the three, but being closer to the Audi than the Seat Leon. Be that as it may, thanks to the CarWow comparator you can configure your Audi A3 Sportback from €30,183 and enjoy an average savings of €4,325. It is also possible to configure your Volkswagen Golf from €29,605 with an average saving of more than €4,000, or you can configure your Seat Leon from €22,260 with an average saving of more than €4,400. It is worth remembering that, in addition, depending on the model and version, it is possible to enjoy the Moves 3 plan that allows the purchase of some more efficient variants with public subsidies of up to €7,000. Conclusion. As we indicated at the beginning, these are three benchmarks each within its group of influence and models present or leaders when so rise among the list of best-selling cars monthly and annually. Each has its niche, but both the Audi and the Golf have a touch of distinction, the first, sportier, and the second, more gentrified, leading the Seat as the simplest of the three. In any case, if the budget rules, when choosing between an Audi A3 Sportback or a Volkswagen Golf, the buyer can tip the balance based on his onboard experience, from driving to what he experiences as a passenger, from the rational to the emotional, without forgetting that visual appeal can be decisive. If what you are looking for is to find a car that shows an unbeatable price-quality ratio between these two, both the A3, at the top, and the Leon, at the bottom, are the best. Now, if what you are looking for is a car like a Golf, the only such car that exists is the Golf itself. In conclusion, the Audi A3 Sportback, Seat Leon, and Volkswagen Golf each offer unique strengths that cater to different preferences and needs. The Audi A3 Sportback stands out with its premium features and luxurious feel, making it an excellent choice for those seeking sophistication. The Seat Leon impresses with its sporty design and value for money, appealing to those who want a dynamic driving experience without breaking the bank. Meanwhile, the Volkswagen Golf remains a benchmark for practicality and reliability, making it a versatile option for everyday use. Ultimately, your choice will depend on what aspects matter most to you, whether it's luxury, sportiness, or practicality. Thank you for watching, and we hope this comparison helps you make an informed decision.